What's going on YouTube? It's Adam from Beyond the Grid. Do you ever find yourself looking online and looking at other photographers' work and wonder how they got a photo like this, or maybe this, or maybe even this? Well, that's what today's tutorial is all about, because I'm going to show you how you can take a photo like this and turn it into something like this. Let's get started.
But if you close your eyes.
So before we just jump into this tutorial, I just want to let you know that this look that we're going to be editing today is going to be inspired from my natural Bright and Airy collection, which is available for download in my Selfie store. It includes 9 presets, a bunch of adjustment tools that will help you recreate this look with consistency. And if that's something you're after, then I suggest you guys take a look at the link down below. Now let's get into Lightroom and let's get this edit started. Okay, so to begin with, we're gonna start adjusting in our basics panel. And with all Bright and Airy's, it's gonna kind of look a little bit odd at the beginning, but it will work out in the end. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna raise our temperature and really warm up the entire photo. Then we're gonna bring down our tint, say -4. And we're gonna overexpose everything, so let's say plus 0.45. That way we almost blow some things out, but we're gonna come down to our highlights and we're gonna drop that and we're gonna get some of those back. So let's go -38 there. Our shadows, we're gonna raise this right up and really get that bright and airy look. Then our whites, we're gonna blow out our whites a little bit and really make that dress pop. So let's go plus 56. Then our blacks, we're gonna raise that guy as well. And let's go plus 22. Our texture, we're gonna leave it where it is. Our clarity, we're gonna drop just a little bit, let's say -5. I always like on weddings, and especially with children, is to drop the clarity a little bit and it really softens out the entire photo. So let's go down to our vibrancy and leave that where it is. And then our saturation, we're gonna bring that down. And like I said at the beginning, it's gonna look a little bit odd, and I mean, the color is gone if you guys can see the before and after. But we're gonna get it back, and that's where your tone curves come in. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave one right here. So that way we do an anchor point, then we're gonna bring this guy down a little bit, and we're gonna drag this guy down right there. Then we're gonna go up over here, let's say right there. And then we're gonna bring this guy actually back down to the median, let's say right about there. Now we're gonna come over to our reds, and we're gonna start to adjust here. So let's leave our anchor point just like I did at the beginning. And let's raise you just a little bit right there. Now let's come down to here. Let's bring that guy right there. And let's bring this little dot right about there. Now we're gonna come over to our greens. We're gonna do the exact same sort of tone curve. So let's leave our anchor there. Let's adjust you over there. Let's bring you over here. And this little guy right down to there, almost to match that bend there, if you guys can see. Then we're gonna come over to our blues, and it's gonna be a little bit different here. So we're gonna leave our anchor there, and we're actually gonna bring it just a little bit over there. Then we're gonna come over here, bring you right there. And then we're gonna bring this guy into here, and this one right there. So let's look at a quick before and a quick after. We're still missing some color. We need to get that back. That's where our HSL panel is going to come in. So let's start with that guy. We're going to come over to our color, and we were adjusting each color by itself, and we're going to leave our reds where it is. We're going to come over to our oranges. We're going to up that up a little bit. There we go. +5, +15. Let's bring our luminancy down just a little bit. Let's go -2. Our yellows, we're going to leave our hue. We're going to drop our saturation. Let's go -45. Then let's go -15 on the luminancy. Greens, we're going to leave our hue. Our saturation, we're going to drop down. I like -17. Then we're going to go a little bit brighter on the luminancy, so +10. That way we can really bright up the greens. I don't want to go too much, because if we go too much, it really almost overdoes it. So let's go to our 10 again. Our aquas, we're gonna bring up our hue a little bit. That way we're almost a little bit more blue in it. Let's go +8. Saturation, we'll leave it where it is. Our luminancy, just a little bit, darken it up a little bit. Our blues, we're gonna leave our, actually let's adjust that a little bit. Let's go -7 there. Saturation, -19 looks good. Our luminancy, -24 looks all right. Then we're gonna come to our purples. We're gonna jump up our hue, 15, minus 30, leave our luminancy, and let's do the exact same down here for the magenta, so plus 15, minus 30. Then we're gonna come down to our split tone, and right now we're gonna leave that where it is. We might come back and adjust it. Our sharpening, we're gonna raise this up a little bit, let's say plus 20. And our masking, what we're gonna do, if you guys wanna see what you guys are gonna be adjusting, click on your mouse and actually start dragging that, and keep clicking and holding down the option key. You can actually see what you're gonna be adjusting with it. So we're gonna add a little bit of sharpening around some of her, around some of the trees, and really make the edges sharper on that image actually, really. Our noise, we're gonna bring that down a little bit, so that way we can get rid of some of the grain if there is any. Come down here, we're gonna leave our enable profile correction on. We're gonna leave our effects, we don't really like to adjust that. Then we're gonna go right down to our calibration, and that's where we're gonna get a lot of our color back. So let's start with our red. Let's go plus 25. Our saturation, plus 50. Our greens, let's go 45 as well. We're gonna leave our saturation for now. We might come back and adjust it, I'm not sure. That actually looks pretty good. Let's look at a quick before and a quick after. But if you're anything like me, her skin, to me, I mean my eyes, doesn't look very natural. So let's go in and adjust that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys a quick little trick. Go over to here and go over to the, click on the HSL. And if you click right here, you can actually see what we're gonna be adjusting. So when I hold it over here, you can see over in the panel right here, it'll actually highlight one of these, and that's the color it's gonna be adjusting. So if I go over to my greens, etc., my over here, my little blues, it'll actually be moving. So let's go back over to her, and let's actually pull down that a little bit. Let's go to 5. Then let's go over to our luminancy and let's brighten it up just a little bit. Right about there. And let's go back over to our saturation. And I'm actually gonna bring back a little more saturation in there. Right about there. And to me that looks way better. So let's look at a quick before and an after. So as you guys can see, it's a little bit hard to get this one because you need to almost lose saturation to bring it back and lose some color and bring it back using different panels, but you end up with something that looks beautiful. And that's why these photos always stand out to brides, and that's why photographers are always trying to recreate this look. So if you're a photographer or anyone that wants to recreate this look and keep it consistent across all of your photos, I suggest you guys click on the link down below because it's going to take you over to my Selfie store where you can download a collection of 9 presets that's going to work on an array of photos. Well, that's really it for me. If you guys enjoyed this tutorial, click that like button. If you guys are not a subscriber, I mean, why aren't you? Hit that subscribe button. And until next time, take care, everybody.